I'm Angie, and you're watching Dante's Vaccination.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So TEOFIMO Sr. did a recent interview with Fight Hype where he actually reveals that his son was hurt. His feelings were hurt when he seen the way ESPN was treating some of the black fighters on their roster. What he means by that is the way Devin Haney gets paid. He talked about how it wasn't fair, he felt. While he only got paid $1 million to fight Lomachenko, Devin Haney got $4 million to fight Lomachenko. And Senior, of course, is saying, this is the reason why my son said you could keep the black fighters. My son is not a racist, etc., etc., etc. He starts obviously trying to defend his son, talking about how he has a black grandson and all kind of other stuff that I want to completely unpack. But let me first go ahead and play this clip of what Senior said, and I'm going to break it down for you guys.
Holding more of the black fighters as opposed to, I guess, himself and things
well,
like that.
Listen,
Can you just like kind of clear it up?
Let me close it up real close. Let me close it up really fast. All right. My son-in-law is black. Okay. I just had a grandson. You know, so he's black and he's half black and he's half Spanish. You know, I don't care about blacks. I don't care about whites. I don't care about no religion, bro. I see everybody the same. You know, and everybody that's been around me, they know that. You know, I don't want to say nothing. What my son meant was he feels like they're giving more priority to the black fighters because, look, if you've seen, Devin Haney was never even with freaking Top Rank. He comes and signs with Top Rank. He's getting $4 million to fight freaking Lomachenko, or 3 or 4 million, whatever it is. When my son fought Loma and it was for all the belts, he only got $1 million. You understand? So that's where the shit is coming from, you know? He feels a little bit hurt, and I understand him. But my son is a good kid. He loves, and I freaking, listen, I raised him in a good way. You understand? I raised him that there's no color. There's the human race. And that's what we are. We're the human race. You understand? And he knows that. He knows that better than anybody. You know, so when he said that comment was that he was referring that they're favoring this little, like, posse that they got right now with Top Rank, you know, and we're talking about Horror, we're talking about Devin Haney, we're talking about Keyshawn Davis, we're talking about Baby, we're talking about all this, like, big crew, very talented guys that I love. You know, I got nothing against them, you know, and he just feels that type of way that they not favoring him the way it is.
First of all, when it comes to the black fighter comments, Senior is trying to apologize. He's trying to retract for his son, but you cannot apologize for your son when your son himself just recently came out in an interview and he said, I stand on what I said. I'm not going to apologize. I'm not going to retract. If I were to do that, I wouldn't be T.O. This is what T.O. said. So you can't fight his battles. That's something that T.O. is supposed to do on his own. So it means absolutely nothing if his father is the one talking about how he's not a racist and why he's not a racist. But the ironic thing is every time Senior tries to defend his son, he ends up basically using the exact same talking points that Junior was using when he was talking about the black fighters. Senior is saying almost word for word the exact same thing that his son said. The only thing Senior didn't say was keep the black fighters. And let me just make this very, very clear. Saying that you have black relatives, saying that you have a black son-in-law, saying that you have a black grandson, or even a black wife does not exonerate you from being a racist. Now, in T.O.'s case, T.O. Senior's case, when it comes to him talking about his black son-in-law and his half-black grandkids, T.O. doesn't pick what color his grandkids are going to be, just like he didn't pick what color his son-in-law was going to be. Man, when I was in Las Vegas, I could tell you guys from experience, some of the most racist people in the world have black in-laws, have black stepkids, have black kids. Some even have black wives, and they're still racist. You know, Chris Rock, he famously said, the race that you hate is the race that's going to end up in your family. And those are straight up facts, because some of the biggest white supremacists and some of the biggest racists in general have daughters that love black men. You guys remember Donald Sterling? He loved black women, but he was still a white supremacist. You even had white slave masters that were in love with black women. So my point is, if you're trying to prove to someone that you're not a racist, that's not the best way to do it. Actions will always speak louder than words. Now let's talk about this posse that Senior was talking about. He says, you know, this posse they got right now when it comes to Shakur, Devin Haney, Baby, and Keyshawn Davis. Now, first of all, we already know that when it comes to Shakur Stevenson, Javonte Tank Davis, and Devin Haney, they're considered the three kings. This is something else that's really bothering Teofimo Lopez, because he feels that he's no longer invited to the party. He's not considered one of the kings, and he wants to be. He sees the boxing world constantly praising the three kings as like the next Floyd Mayweathers in the sport, the Michael Jordans, the Kobes, the LeBron James. And Teo wants to be one of the cool kids too. He wants to be in that mix, but he chose to avoid Devin Haney, which is so funny because they're talking about how much money Devin makes and how much money they make. And it's the craziest thing because they were actually offered $4 million to fight against Devin Haney. They turned it down, and now you hear his father, Senior, complaining, we only made $1 million when we fought Lomachenko. But you were offered $4 million to fight Devin Haney. Why would you turn it down? And then even when he fought against Kambosos, they made like $1.5 million. So you got nobody to blame but yourself. Why you're not getting treated like the Kobes and the LeBrons. You have no one to blame but yourself. And he talks about how Devin Haney had just came to Top Rank and he's already making way more than Teofimo Lopez. Well, that's because Devin was already making 2-3 times more than Teofimo before he even came to Top Rank when he was with DAZN. And all that means is the Haneys are better businessmen than the Lopezes are. Devin Haney was headlining on DAZN while Teofimo Lopez was fighting in small venues on undercards before he fought Lomachenko. That's the reason why Devin Haney would be getting paid more than Teofimo. That's like asking, why is Tyson Fury getting paid so much more than me and he just came over here to Top Rank? You guys remember when he first signed with Top Rank, right? Teofimo Lopez knows that it's based on your value. What do you bring to the table, right? When Canelo first signed with DAZN, they gave him the biggest deal ever. And Teofimo never said, how does he just go to DAZN and end up making way more money than everybody else on DAZN? No, they didn't ask those questions. And it's because we know what time it is. I'm going to wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called LOPEZ Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to LOPEZ.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.